We're ranking the 10 biggest celebrity alcohol brands, from notorious cash grabs to true top-shelf sips. Some of these bottles are fueled by marketing hype and questionable flavors, while others actually deliver legit quality and star-backed authenticity. Expert tastings, industry buzz, and real user reviews decide who bottoms out and who rises to the top. Let's dive in, starting with number 10, the worst offender on our list. 818 Tequila bursts onto the scene with a $45 to $70 price tag, and Kendall Jenner's name front and center, but the hype runs thin fast. Critics slam its artificially sweet, vanilla-heavy flavor, calling it more candy shop than agave field. Even Kim Kardashian could not keep a straight face, and she spat it out on camera. The promo rollout sparked backlash, with accusations that Mexican workers were treated like set dressing rather than partners, fueling claims of cultural appropriation. Sales are sky high, but that is pure celebrity muscle, not spirit quality. For anyone craving real tequila, experts warn there are far better bottles for your money. Snoop Dogg's Indoggo gin rolls in at number 9, offering a strawberry twist that leans more candy isle than craft distillery. Released in 2020 and priced around $30, it promises a laid-back party vibe, but delivers an artificial berry punch that drowns out any classic gin botanicals. Most tasters describe it as liquid candy, sweet, jammy, and light on the juniper, with a finish that lingers more like a fruit snack than a refined spirit. For serious gin fans, it is a letdown, but it finds its place at house parties and in novelty cocktails. If you are after real gin flavor, keep looking. Tesla Tequila did not start as a serious spirits project. It began as an April Fool's joke from Elon Musk, then hit the market in 2020 as a $250 limited release. The real star is not the tequila. It is the lightning bolt bottle, which turns heads and sparks, bidding wars on resale sites, sometimes climbing past $1,000. Novelty drives the hype more than flavor. But pour a glass and the magic fizzles. Blind tastings call it bland, with muted agave and no real complexity. Even the bottle has its quirks. It is eye-catching but awkward, and it needs careful placement to avoid a topple. For collectors, it is a trophy. For drinkers, it is a letdown. Virginia Black Whiskey, launched by Drake in 2016 and priced around $40, leans heavily on star appeal and vintage-inspired packaging. Early buzz sent bottles flying off shelves, but the excitement faded as drinkers realized what was inside the flashy decanter. Reviewers point to a whiskey that is smooth but thin, with only faint hints of caramel and vanilla, pleasant enough for a casual pour, but lacking the depth or complexity that sets real bourbon apart. It is drinkable, sure, yet feels more like a fashion statement than a serious spirit. Sales spiked on release, then slid as more discerning whiskey fans moved on. Virginia Black lands here because it is not offensive, just forgettable. One step up from a gimmick, but a long way from top shelf. Crystal Head Vodka lands at number 6, and it is almost impossible to miss, thanks to that glass skull bottle dreamed up by Dan Aykroyd in 2008. The lore runs deep. Aykroyd's fascination with aliens and the paranormal inspired the design, and the brand leans hard into the mystical vibe. Priced at $50 to $60, it promises premium quality with 4 distillations and 7 rounds of filtration through Herkimer diamonds. But the experience does not live up to the hype. Tasters slam it as harsh and lacking the silky smoothness expected from all that processing. Reviews call it disgusting and overrated, with the bottle often outshining what is actually inside. For all its shelf appeal, Crystal Head is more conversation piece than cocktail essential, a step up from a pure gimmick, but still proof that flashy packaging cannot mask a rough sip. Casamigos. Tequila, launched in 2013 by George Clooney and friends, found its way into nearly every bar and backyard party after a $1 billion sale to Diageo in 2017. At $50 to $60 a bottle, it promises a smooth, sweet sip, often described as tasting like vanilla extract or even cake batter. That easy drinking profile made Casamigos a favorite for tequila newcomers and fueled its meteoric sales. But for purists and tequila aficionados, the brand's use of additives and emphasis on sweetness over agave character feels like a shortcut. Blind tastings often call out an artificial finish, and some longtime fans have turned away as the market shifts toward cleaner, additive-free options. Still, Casamigos opened the door for premium tequila's mainstream moment, offering an accessible entry point. Just do not expect a traditional agave punch. Aviation American Gin stands out as the rare celebrity spirit that actually got better with star power. Long before Reynolds bought in back in 2018, Aviation had already earned praise from gin aficionados for its balanced botanical profile. Think crisp lavender, bright citrus, and a clean finish that plays well in any cocktail. Reynolds did not just slap his name on the label. He jumped into the marketing with his signature wit, turning quirky ads into viral hits and helping the brand take off with a whole new audience. When Diageo scooped up Aviation in 2020, the $610 million deal was not just for the gin, it was for the buzz Reynolds brought. At about $30 a bottle, Aviation delivers both quality and personality, proving that a celebrity can add real value to an already great spirit. Teremana Tequila enters the podium tier with a reputation for doing things differently. Launched by Dwayne Johnson, known as The Rock, in 2020, Teremana stands out for its small batch production and a fierce commitment to being additive-free, no shortcuts, just pure agave spirit. Priced between $30 and $50, it is crafted in the Jalisco Highlands with traditional methods and a focus on transparency, earning praise from both industry insiders and everyday drinkers. The Rock is not just a face on the bottle, he is hands-on in everything from recipe tweaks to sustainable practices at the distillery. The result is a tequila with clean agave flavor, bright citrus, and a subtle vanilla finish, all without the syrupy sweetness found in many celebrity brands. Teremana's eco-friendly initiatives, like using leftover agave fibers for compost, help it appeal to a new generation of conscious drinkers. This is one celebrity spirit, where authenticity is not just a selling point, it is the foundation. Dos Hombres Mezcal stands apart for its genuine respect for Oaxacan tradition and craft. When Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston set out to create their own spirit in 2019, they chose partnership over appropriation, teaming up with local mezcaleros who have honed their methods for generations. The result is a small batch, artisanal mezcal that pours authenticity into every glass. Priced around $60, Dos Hombres delivers bold, smoky character layered with apple, mango, and earthy spice, earning praise from both mezcal newcomers and seasoned aficionados. That complexity has not gone unnoticed. Dos Hombres has picked up multiple awards at international spirits competitions, including medals at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. With transparent sourcing and a focus on sustainability, this is a celebrity spirit that uplifts its roots instead of exploiting them. Dos Hombres proves that real collaboration and respect can create something that lives up to both the hype and the heritage. Sweetens Cove Bourbon sits at the pinnacle of celebrity spirits, not because of star power alone, but thanks to the expertise of master distiller Marianne Eaves. Launched in 2019 by Peyton Manning and Andy Roddick, this bourbon is a study in craftsmanship. Eaves, known for her precision and palate, hand selects and blends Tennessee and Kentucky high-proof barrels, building each limited release from the ground up. Bottles start at over $200, with scarcity driven by genuine production constraints, not artificial hype. Collectors snap up each batch, and the resale market reflects real demand for quality, not just a famous name. The flavor profile delivers what connoisseurs crave. Rich caramel, deep oak, and warm spice, layered over a backbone of well-aged bourbon. Every sip feels balanced and intentional, a direct result of Eve's meticulous blending. Unlike brands that chase trends or rely on novelty, Sweetens Cove embraces tradition and complexity. There are no shortcuts, just honest whiskey made for those who appreciate the details. Named after a Tennessee golf course beloved by the founders, Sweetens Cove is not about flashy marketing or borrowed heritage. It is about letting expert hands guide the process and letting the bourbon speak for itself. This is the rare celebrity bottle that earns its top-shelf status, proving that when real expertise meets genuine investment, the results can rival the best in the business. Across all 10 celebrity alcohol brands, one pattern stands out. Star power alone cannot guarantee quality. The real winners blend hands-on involvement with authentic craft. In this booming market, the label matters less than what is inside the bottle. That is what separates hype from true top shelf.